There's a real response. As good as it can be.
Yep.
Life be out here trying to get you. That'd be true.
And it always.
Mm-hmm. Some alerts real quick. God damn it. Go. So, who's all showing up today? You guys know?
Everyone except Blobby so far.
Blobby.
No.
Yeah, he hasn't said anything, but
Yeah, I didn't see him react to the moving it to Tuesday, so.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be a big issue.
well, yeah. He wasn't here last session.
Shouldn't be a big issue. Even before we die.
Uh-oh.
Okay. In case we die.
Well, yeah, we're going to go piss off some orcs and die and have this entire village blow up. Easy.
Gonna,
Is that what we're gonna do?
pesticide bombs or something. Who knows?
If we roll enough ones, that's what we're going to do.
Okay. Hey, Slapsal, how you doing? All right. I know it's been a while, and I apologize about that, but since you guys' last game, what do y'all remember?
We arrived at Gold Mount crossing after taking the suicide mission, and the last thing we were doing was talking to the I guess the spokesman for the village.
The town
And
greeter?
he was the town greeter, sure. And he was informing us of the situation with the town and the orcs across the bridge.
I believe it was Talamora was the brim-touched dude who greeted you guys. Okay. Oh,
Right.
so I believe you guys are just arriving in Gold Mount. So, while we get started with what you guys want to do while you're here and what y'all's plan of attack is for your particular mission.
Well,
I'm suggesting guerrilla warfare for the tactic.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The big thing is, if I remember correctly, this is a really big river.
Yeah, it is a massive river. It's why it's called the Long Rail, because it's basically like the Mississippi or the Arkansas River, just huge, thick rivers that you can't just ford across.
Yeah.
and we can't really just so we're either gonna have to take this bridge or the Whitward Crossing Bridge.
Yeah.
We're just
And as you are aware, both these bridges, one side is basically non-orc held, the other side is orc held. So basically, these bridges are operable but unused due to the aggression on both sides of the bridge. So it's literally like a East and West Berlin bridge in a way, where no one uses it, but they're still there and being maintained. Because basically, both sides have the idea that we're going to need this bridge when we either A, invade, or B, re-invade our old territory, one or the other.
well, if anything, worst comes to worst, we could always test the waters, see if we could initially sneak by using magic, and then if so, we could just go that way. I can cast silence and probably invisibility. That'll tire me the fuck out, but it's possible.
Maybe.
I still go for the let's just take pot shots, piss them off. Poke a bee's nest.
Poke the bee's nest. Very funny.
Betting.
So more or less, this is y'all's fandango. I have everything set up for what y'all may do, what y'all may meet, but you guys have to plan what you're doing ahead of now and where you're going, how you're going, when you're going. You guys have to tell me that.
Hmm.
No railroading today, my friends.
Okay. So, my question is, do we know, like, does the town spokesperson, does he know of any of the magics that the orcs have been using? Because I swear to God, if they have some way to detect magic,
Well, we
I'm
know
gonna
they
be
have
not happy.
tribal like bee magic.
Yes.
The bee magic.
Yeah.
The bee magic.
The ancient bee magic, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, we got that from the big book.
The big book.
So, you guys bought an orc lore book, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Big fuck all one. Super cheap.
go ahead and give me a. Do you have any history or no?
Aaron does not know.
Okay. Give me a d20 plus your brain power as you crack open this ye old book and have a little peek inside again.
Brain power. Let's go.
Your best one.
Go.
Brain power,
Forgot how
brain
to
power, let's
read.
go. No. Anyway, so as you're kind of riffling through, at this particular time, you can't find anything that's pertinent on just what kind of magics they have. All you really kind of find in this particular search is that they use shamanistic magic as well as blood. Basically, it is shamanistic blood magic where they infuse certain elements into their blood before they cast, in these mystical bees that they seem to love so much.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going in blind. We don't know if they detect magic or
Mm.
not. The only thing that it's most likely they don't have a brim touch working for them, so at least we got
Yeah.
that plus on our side.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
More than likely.
Yes.
Well, last time we tried it, they suddenly had a brim touch, so this time, hopefully the orcs don't also
Well,
marry
you
a
guys
random brim touch.
saying you know the book that the orcs are extremely secular, so the chance of having a brim
Yeah.
touch just out and about in the works is a little rare.
Yeah. So I'm cool with the blood magic plan. I don't know, Aaron, Q. What's your guys' opinion? You haven't said anything yet.
What does the blood magic plan entail?
The blood magic plan entails
Oh yeah, it was the
testing the
invisible
water.
ability?
Yeah,
Yes.
like bleeding out ours and then driving off.
Bye. Just fucking leave.
Ugh.
Well, leave through the bridge, but yeah.
We're leaving you to die later, nerd. Just drive away.
So pretty much try to sneak past the border.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Which then at that point will just suddenly not be invisible or silent in the middle of enemy territory with our only exit blocked off.
Yeah. So
Seems good.
Trying to think.
Or we can see if Q can shoot an orc off the top of a tower from however far along this is.
Saying
that's not even a question. I can.
I believe you guys would have monoculars and binoculars in your Viking. Why don't one of you with the best cunning and maybe let's see what skill would be the best for that one.
Well, even just Q has
Perception would be
what
that
kind?
one.
Don't you have a fancy human scope?
I do have a
Take one,
fancy
yeah.
human scope as well.
So
Yes.
Night Force one.
who has the highest moxie and or perception and or brain power?
I have the highest moxie. I have +7 moxie.
I have plus
I have,
9
8
brain
brain power.
power.
You have more than me now. How did that change?
I've had plus 9 for a while.
Oh.
So why don't you guys take turns using your binoculars and monoculars
Anybody-
and rifle scopes and have a little peek at that tower. So all of you roll perception and or plus your moxie and or brain power. So just either just brain power, just moxie, or brain power perception or moxie perception.
Do we
Uh,
got any octoculars?
I just
No.
want to say my sniper scope has
Oh,
not been
damn.
tuned yet.
No oculars, unfortunately for you. Jesus.
Hey,
Oh,
these
Oh,
eyes work
boy.
great.
It begins. It begins.
I got,
Okay.
It was an attempt.
just balancing it out with the D20 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here. So I guess as Spider Chef, as you look out towards the other side of this bridge, you see that there are a lot of orcs there. That's for sure, and they're definitely the more warrior cast of the clans at this bridge. However, as you're looking around, you don't see a lot of modern weaponry. You don't see you don't see any cannons, any ATM placements, any rocket launchers. They're still using their horse bows, their spears. They're really still a melee centric force at the end of that bridge.
yeah, we definitely have a range advantage
Mm.
because they just
Mhm.
only have bows and such.
No.
Which is
I
also
mean-
one of the reasons why I made the pot shot plan, was because we'll have a bit of shooting at them before they make
Well,
it all the way.
The
But-
only problem with the pot shot plan is that it kind of shows our hand in regards to our future plan for assassinating the leader, I guess.
Then we kill them all and no plan goes out.
Remember, the name of your
I
target
mean-
is Hamka Huvatuva. She's the current chiefess.
Yes, Ham Kahuvatuva. But it's just like we've tried the whole let's kill them all and then no one will escape, and that didn't work out last time. So
It almost worked, okay?
uh,
We were
It
close.
was close.
yeah, it's very close.
In the big book of orcs, how often does it have anything about how often they would really run from a fight? Or are these more of like such a warrior tribe that they would go to the last?
Effing Goblin, thank you for the 100 bits. It's pretty well known that even like the crafting clans of orcs will hold fast to protect their towns and villages and cities, and that goes doubly so for orc warriors. To run from battle is the greatest disgrace. So running is
Okay.
probably not in the
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Okay then I'm more willing to do the whole
I'm not still.
pot shots.
How
Look,
many
if
did
it
you
all
do?
goes bad, we blow up the bridge. You have
You
Yeah,
that
don't want to
option.
blow up the bridge, though.
Yeah.
That can happen here, people.
Oh, there's Blobby.
Hi, Blobby.
You know?
Hey, blubber.
The bird finally wakes up from the back of the vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't really I can't really do much stuff since my laptop that holds all of my information just died. So
Okay, the bird's still asleep in the back of the vehicle.
Yes.
Bird still slimp.
You said you had the
That's
old
what I'm-
one though, right?
yeah, I still have the old character sheet. Yes, from my character.
Just use that one.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
I don't trust you, but okay.
That's basically trying to
If
say.
we die, it's your fault, Ars. You said it.
Why would
Well,
that be
Isn't
my
it always?
fault?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Basically.
Mm,
The
It's
other
all
option
your
is
fault.
we do have the other flying scout of Maroon, but we can mostly see everything that we anyway.
yeah.
Saying
I don't know.
it's not a big distance.
Thank
it's not,
you for flying Gorgon Airlines.
It's not a big distance between like this bridge. The bridge is a long bridge for sure. More or less, kind of like a, not really like the Thames Bridge, where it's a big bare bridge, but you can see quite clearly from one side to the other what's going on with a scope or whatever. So it's not like it's like the Golden Gate Bridge or some bullshit.
Also,
Sure.
one of the things we probably should do, because I just thought of this, we should probably make sure that Goalmount has like enough people to be able to keep the tower
Thank
after,
you for
because it's not
flying
like
Gorgon
we're going to stay
Airlines.
here.
That's part of the plan. Keeping the tower.
Yeah.
defense.
So, Mega, what do you feel is the best
Thank
way
you,
to
Goblin.
tackle this? What is your opinion on this?
Personally, I think eliminate enemy forces, or it is difficult because of numbers. Even with equipment.
That and don't forget that you're with your Viking. If y'all button up, say for the spider doghouse on top, you guys could just literally ram your way through and not be stopped. That's also a thing you could do.
Yeah, we could just go.
Yeah.
At the same
With,
time,
That's
that
true.
no-
It's just,
at the same time that might provoke an attack on the other side. It's hard to really tell what would happen.
yeah, it also makes the problem of how much can we go back. Like, if we can hold this tower, at least we have, like, a safe-ish spot. Also, when we die, at least we've accomplished something for our side. So,
Jeez.
double
When we
bonus.
die.
When?
Guard, I have a question. How spread out are the orcs on
For the most part, they're all
Oversight.
consolidated around the bridgehead itself, with like little, like the one big tower, smaller watchtowers, kind of like a wall they built, and it kind of spreads out from there along the riverside, watching out for like smugglers or people on rafts, that kind of thing. You guys can tell from what you
And,
see, these guys are quite competent.
In terms of strategy. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I speak to the spokesperson? Roll
Yeah.
times?
So as you go and
Agreed.
as you try to walk around and kind of like avoid the throngs of people who are trying to stare at you curiously, you do find Tolomoro kind of walking around trying to like keep people calm and say, no, they're not here to help us directly. Stay calm. But as you see him, he kind of goes, "Oh, hi. How can I help you?"
Yes. Did you say your name was Molo?
Moro.
Uh,
Moro.
Moro. Okay, sorry, I'm terrible with names. Anyway, I'm curious. Have you sent any of your men across the river for anything in the past few months? Or
Well, no,
weeks, or is that possible?
There's no real reason to. We don't have the people to really push and hold the other side of the bridge. We only have a small garrison here to hold our side, because more or less we're on each side. It's more or less a giant choke point, and trying to smuggle across the bridge is even harder because, well, they're watching it quite intently.
Hmm.
So
In regards to watching it intently, have you been accosted by magics of any kind?
not of recent. During the height of the attacks, we at times would become under fire from spells or long range siege weapons, but for the most part, it kind of petered off. On both sides, it kind of petered off because there was no real need for. There's no real need for it. It was simply a moot point. Neither side could move or be moved from where we consolidated, more or less.
Interesting. That's pretty much all I had to ask. Well, we're probably going to stay in the village for a few more hours at most while we determine how we will proceed forward. So if you need us, just come over to our vehicle, I suppose.
He goes, unfortunately, I don't know what I could do for you. From what it seemed like, you're on your own little mission, and I can't really ask anything of you, and I can't really request anything because that isn't in line with what you're doing, I would assume.
It was just a polite suggestion. Don't take it so literally, sir.
Oh.
And ours will just turn around and walk away.
You hear his face like, oh, okay, as he gotta walk away.
Politeness.
Oh.
Politeness with no intent.
Is it
Okay.
truly politeness?
Well, it's politeness, just without intent.
Thank you, Flash.
So, and ours walks back and says they have no idea what's going on regarding magic, which is unfortunate, and they don't really have any way to get past the river that isn't the bridge.
Well, I'm unsurprised.
Yes, this is the boondoggies, I suppose.
Well, I suppose the best we can do is make a mess on our way out. I sympathize with them, but I'd hate to go out of our way too far that it was going to be an inconvenience to the mission. So I suggest making it difficult for the orcs to defend their point. They may at least have to, let us say, rebuild before they would make any sort of attempt to attack again.
So, are you suggesting Big Bull? Bigger Bull?
Only to their side of the bridge.
Okay.
Doing a drive-by?
Doing a drive-by.
Throws a C4 out of the window.
I suppose. Throws a C4, cast explosion, passed out for the next few days.
Oh,
Well,
we don't
not
have
that
time
much,
for
but-
him to be exploded. Yeah, we don't have time for him to recover.
Yeah, we won't at all. Well,
Because basically, I assume right after we go through there, what, we're going to go into this forest to try to lose them, or go straight towards one of their...
I would assume that we're gonna try to go through the forest to
Yeah,
lose them.
hopefully.
Though
Maybe.
the forest,
Well, do we need
the
to worry
forest,
about them catching up?
Yes.
Probably
Go
not.
through
Well-
the forest closer to the beekeeping city.
yes.
This is true. There are plans there.
Saying as of
Go
right
to the
now,
forest.
as of right now, you guys have no intel to work off of either. Simply just going in blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, the dangerous thing about the forest is that's pretty much their home turf. If we
Yeah.
get caught, if we get caught sleeping there, we're gonna be in a bad situation.
Yeah.
So, is it better to just like keep going forward and hopefully, with the aid of open fields, they won't be able to surprise us?
I think in the Viking they don't catch us.
I was gonna say, Viking is very slow.
Better than being on foot.
Depends.
How fast is the Viking?
I suppose horses would be
30 miles per
faster.
hour max.
Yeah.
Well, that
Horses
means
are
it's
fast.
like as fast 30 horses, right? Easy. That's math.
Yeah.
We got
So it's
this.
just-
Yeah, but how fast are orcs? That's the question.
That's actually no. That's faster than a horse.
Yes, 30 horsepower. Hopefully it would be faster. Well, it depends.
30 horsepower or 30 miles per hour? Did you say?
Mm,
I heard
30
miles. Per hour.
miles. Yeah.
Yeah, that's faster.
For some
than a horse.
reason I heard a horsepower.
Or like
Anyway.
horse top speed maybe.
yeah. Well,
Let's take
I'm
out
not
some
worried.
fucking jacked up horses.
Yeah, I'm not
They
worried
are
about
orc
them.
horses.
Yeah, true.
They're
But
infused with bees.
I'm not overly worried about them catching up to us immediately. But I am somewhat
Worried
concerned.
about them taking out a hunting party into their own forest. Yeah.
Yes. Or eventually just like catching up if we stop to break somewhere.
But
Well,
We have a personnel carrier. We ain't stopping anywhere.
Well, we do have
We
to
can-
stop to refuel.
Yeah,
So-
and,
No.
and remember
We
that
do it
uh,
on the run.
remember that you guys were told that more or less you guys would have harpies more or less bringing you like small amounts of fuel, so you can't go too far too fast and outrun your supply line.
So that's the problem that we're going to have. So
One thing
Um,
I've thought of while we're going through, well, I don't know.
if we
Joe?
go loud, we're going to have some opposition.
Also,
We can try quiet. If it doesn't go well, then we go loud.
quick question. We have a map of at least this side, right? We got a map before we left here.
You have a rough map where things may still be in
Mostly
place.
of our side would be
Yeah.
in place. Yeah. About how far of a distance Hartwood Crossing, where we're at?
Of the bridge, you mean?
Yeah, like Hartwood Crossing north of us. The further north in town. Or
Like-
even, do you know what that
like-
looks small too. What about Padlo?
So, so you're asking how far away it is?
Yeah, would that be
Okay.
like days of travel? Would that be
It'd be a few days, yeah. So it'd be like let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 days on foot, maybe 2 to 3 days in your Viking rolling along at constant movement. You guys stop, take breaks, but wait for fuel. It could take longer.
Yeah. Because
And
Yeah,
that's waiting on proper fuel, not trying to rig it to burn off alcohol or render pork fat or some shit.
Well, there is the possibility that we could just disregard this, go around, and then go to the Dwarven Kingdom.
well, it's more of
Yes.
even if we go there, because my thought was like even going to another place, trying to request amount of troops for reinforcement, so then we could actually take this. But in the end, the other option is like it is still a full option to go into the forest and everything.
But at least if we're gonna go, we won't be alone.
Well,
And
it's even as much that like because I don't know, shooting at a bunch of orcs. I'll be honest, I'm not super scared of that. But the holding the tower because they just said they don't have enough people to hold.
I don't doubt they have weapons to hold it either.
yeah, that's so. It's just like this is the type of situation where it's just if we do aid them.
Well, the weapons
won't
aren't a
last for a
problem.
while.
There'll be a lot of weapons left over there.
No,
It's-
I'm
the
more
weapons
mean.
are-
It's just like if we do aid them, well, we will help them. That
Well,
help won't
I'll
last
be
for
honest.
long.
The helping them's less of my priority. It's the helping ourselves by having at least one way to fucking leave if everything goes completely balls to the wall.
Yeah.
As we go further in.
Mm.
It's a big cost now, but we get a spot, or we can just go. I'm cool with either in the end. I'm just a chef. So
I am merely a chef.
You are a valued member of my team, and you will not say such things.
Hey, you're
You are
my
just a
chef.
though.
like I don't mind kicking it in the forest, if anything. Making sure we have food and survival. I'm pretty kitted for that.
Well, there is a
There
thing that we don't have a time limit.
No, we don't.
So we could realistically just go completely around and go through the mountains into the B ocean.
I mean, you can go all the way
Yeah.
around. And
Technically, wait, is our job assassinate or just kill Hamakahuva?
you're
Because if we just win an orc war, we have killed her.
So more or less, your job is to assassinate the Swiftling clan leader Hamka Huvatuva. That is your job. That's what y'all are
Okay.
here to do.
Yes. We know that she's in this area.
Yes, as far
So,
as far as
either
last
way-
intel says.
Yes. So either way, we could go all the way around and in through the B ocean where we're entering through the mountainous range instead of trusting open
Wait, but we're
plains
still
and
going.
forests.
She was in the rearing fields, right? Or was she?
We don't know.
Yeah,
I
We
don't
don't know.
think.
She's just in within
simply
this area.
yeah they simply think she's in the Irani Highlands. They're sorry, the Irani Highlands, kind of hanging low, trying to not become a target for Yule or Coco. Ironically,
That's
So-
kind of why I also want to make a big stink, is because like, man, it would give us so much more information
Hey,
about
Fran, how you
the
doing?
rest of our army.
Well, personally, I think that we should go through rather than around, just because I believe a false flag operation is in order.
false flag operation.
Explain.
Pesticide attack, and then cover the bees in like symbols or colors of another tribe.
Yeah, the biggest problem with that is one, I don't think we have any idea about their other tribe stuff.
Yes.
And two,
So we
the,
have how many
the
scouts?
resources and fuel is another big issue with that. Because if it takes us 3 days with fuel ups stuff to get all the way to Padlo, we kind of have like, I assume about this much of distance to like without any issues for supply. Probably half of that to be able to have the issues, no issues going back.
Okay, well, we can still. We have how many scouts?
2.
So we can figure it out in terms of reconnaissance.
We have 3 again because
Yeah,
Robbie is
we're
a
back up to
scout.
3.
So many
We
scouts,
just-
so little time.
Yeah,
Can we just
the thing
send the
is,
fucking-
those scouts are all by foot.
Can we just send the fucking
That's fine.
bird?
Makina?
Ow.
No,
I think
Blobby.
we can go slow by foot. That's fine.
What, and send
Yeah.
the bird and do
That's what the
what?
enemy
See
goes for.
more of it? We already saw the full thing. We have to
No.
figure out action.
Actually,
No,
We
no,
have
no,
to
no,
do
no, no.
something.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in regards to like gathering information on specific tribe symbols and stuff like that. That's a future thing. That's what I was talking about.
How many miles per hour can a bird go?
Which bird?
I don't know how many
The
hour
raven
miles.
harpies.
Yes.
That depends. If they're flying straight out, they can go pretty fast, but if they can find like a tailwind, they can go faster. If they can if they hit a headwind, they go slower. It's all environmentally dependent.
And I'm sure the harpies needs rest as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did the rest.
So once again, we're not getting that big of a distance of what they can scout out, and it's not like we can just send one bird to be like, oh yeah, and just go like make a good spot for us to be able to safely go to, because you're one person.
Also, they're
Speaking
like
of
barricaded
speaking
on
of
their
Bikina,
side
since
of
she even
the
shows
bridge,
up
right?
yet. No, so Bikina's still in the wind somewhere. You don't know where the fuck she is.
She started going south.
I believe in her.
Uh,
She'll eventually find her way.
I believe in Burb.
But yeah,
But, yeah,
you said that their side was barricaded?
It's more like
Right.
I think more fortified than barricaded.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How does our side look?
About the same. Basically, this is kind of like a stalemate at this bridgehead where each way is a fucking hardcore like choke point. So there's no real way to push
Yeah.
through this area.
Yeah, that's
Well-
the biggest problem with holding the other side, is it's no longer a choke point. It's
Well, we could just go across and blow that shit up and let nobody have it.
yeah,
That is an option.
that's fully an option. I'm cool with that.
Well, just we cross the
Either
bridge.
way, we gotta do
and then-
one step at a time. We have to cross this bridge.
Yeah, we cross the bridge, and after we cross the bridge, we blow the bridge up.
No, not the bridge, but we could blow up all the towers after the
Yes,
bridge.
the bridge. Yes, the bridge.
let's
I
please
guess-
not. Let's
Destroy the
please not
bridge.
blow up the bridge itself.
Destroy the
Let's-
bridge.
And let's cut off our only escape route.
If I can't have bridge,
Exactly.
no one can have bridge.
Exactly. No, I mean we
Why
won't
not?
be cutting off our only escape route because if anything, we could just go through here and out through the mountains.
Go through where?
Yeah, go for where?
Go
Go through the
all the way
plains.
through everywhere with no resources.
Remember,
Somehow
yes, go.
keep it all gassed up.
you
and
can
go
use
all
the
way up
draw.
exactly.
north.
You use the draw freehand tool to help plan your courses. So basically, go to the go to the pencil and a little scribble. That's the freehand draw.
So we go here, and then you mean we go here to the mountains?
Well, here's the thing. We're going to have to explore this whole area because
Yes.
we don't have an exact location for this woman's tribe. So it's just
We might have a little bit of info if we don't completely kill every single orc out of here. At least one of them's got to work as a messenger.
Yes, finally, the torture
but-
arc has begun.
I doubt
Bitch.
that they'll actually tell us anything, honestly. I'm just assuming based off of what limited knowledge that we have of orc culture. I doubt
Depends
they'll tell us
how
anything.
proud of their armory they are.
The question is, does orc speak common, or do they just speak orcish? We don't know.
You
We
can
have
tell-
comprehend language. Someone does. I
Yeah,
think.
so from the book, you know that orcs do know Tunka, the local dialect. They just don't prefer it.
So yeah, we can, I don't know, go beat up some people on a bridge.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go. We win.
Unless someone else has a super plan right now. We gotta do something. We can't just sit in this village all day.
Well,
I mean, we
could.
totally could.
We could,
What do you mean? we?
but
Yeah, and they went on an indefinite mission and never came back. The end.
Shame. Campaign over. But yeah. I suppose like I still like the idea of going around just so we can go through the mountains and have like immediately have a village to sneak up on in Dachi, but yeah.
But
I mean, if y'all want to do it this way, I'm cool with it too.
I don't know. I feel like this is even just a better test the water.
I
One
think,
outpost versus a village.
yeah.
Also,
and I'm
this
gonna
one's slightly
say,
less
like,
orc. We're
the
not just
fucking
killing
horse wars
villagers.
going up all around here. I feel like both parties must know that this area exists, and it's
Oh,
probably
yeah, of
heavily
course.
con-
Of course, it's
contested as
probably
well.
super heavily fortified. So
Yeah. Like, this is a small choke point, easy to defend. And up here we have troops upon troops.
Also, I feel like if we go over this way, this is where they'll start having like guns.
Ah, yes.
yes.
80s.
Oh
Just
Decisions,
like
yeah,
our-
the
decisions.
centaurs.
Yeah,
There are
That's
centaurs.
right.
the
in
centaurs
the
have
area.
never gotten us in trouble before. That is true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
racist.
we have in character reasons. It's intro
Those
centaurs.
fucking centaurs.
Oh, Oris, you want us to trust centaurs again? The fuck?
When will you learn that your actions have consequences? It
Yeah,
could be
if
worse.
y'all-
How? It could be fucking centaurs.
But yeah, I guess the question to this point is, like an actual fight into this bridge, or are we going to do a drive-by with maybe a boom?
Well, I feel like it has to be a boom. I don't think
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
but-
If it's fortified, I don't think our vehicle can fit through that.
Well,
Well,
even if it's
it's still a very large
it's-
bridge. The Viking, you could probably, the bridge is so large you could fit 3 Vikings side by side on this bridge. It's a very large bridge, and at the end there's kind of a kind of like like a guard gate. And well, why don't you guys roll me a brain power roll, just pure brain power,
Ah, yes.
as you
Spider, go brr.
as you peek through your binoculars one more time. Spider go burr. Yep.
Yes.
So, Wasteland, you can see that you're pretty sure because you're in a Viking. It's a tracked all-terrain vehicle. You're pretty sure that you can just barge right the fuck through that thing, no problem.
That was my assumption in the first. Pretty sure we could literally just drive through.
Yes.
If they're using like
like
freaking bows and swords, I'm pretty sure they don't have like a sophisticated electronic gate or anything.
we do
It's
know
going to
that
be a
they
wood-
we do know that they also have siege weapons. That is one thing. So we just don't know if those
but
siege
they
weapons
want to
are
keep this
effective
bridge up
against.
as much as everyone else does.
Well,
So they-
here's
Won't be siege weaponing the bridge.
no.
You think?
guard
Hopefully.
the turret on the Viking can that turn 360 or how?
Yeah.
far can
So it's kind of a light turret where it will turn 360, but I don't believe yours is shielded. It should be just a simple gunner hole with the 50 cal on it and like a front shield, but it swings around full 360. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest shield is my doghouse.
I'm just wondering because if we're blasting through, I'm gonna pop off some
Yeah.
belt
Oh,
here.
I'm gonna pop off, fam.
Yeah.
Well, worst
It's going to go
comes
full
to
auto and not miss a
worst.
single shot. It's going to be amazing.
Worst comes to worst, just to make sure that you don't get killed by a stray arrow or some shit. I could cast Conjure Bulwark on you before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think I'll be killed by a stray arrow. It's fine.
It's a lot of. You're funny. It's a lot of spells though.
Famous last words. I'll be fine.
Well, that's just one spell because it's just like if we're just crashing through, then I don't have to really use invisibility or anything. So
Well, let us ask the townsfolk. If we were to barge through, would they be able to get to the other side and repair it before orc
I
reinforcements
don't have
arrive?
enough to hold it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't
No,
have
they're
enough.
not like, at all.
Saying that
Okay.
it's like because unfortunately, say they did run through. I'm speaking in terms of you guys trying to work through the elements there. If they did rush through and try and take the side of the bridge, there's no longer a choke point. Now simply a huge defensive post where they can get easily surrounded and like more or less pinched. So it's more of a question of can they get there in time and set up enough defenses to not get ran through immediately, like just ran through immediately. So that's what it really depends on.
yeah,
Okay.
but I would hope that if we do run through and take the tower, that they don't just take the whole bridge. Maybe set up like the half of the bridge.
Well,
Well,
then the other
Can
group would
be
take
really-
the tower and they'd just be pushed back later.
Yeah, if we take the orc towers, it just means that orcs have to waste time and resources rebuilding it before they can go back to sieging from their side of the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
if they're
true.
gonna
This is-
rebuild it, I'm
that's-
pretty sure we can.
Well-
They will not allow it if they have most of the bridge.
yeah, my problem is this is like even if that'll take time and resources, that'll probably result in the death of the Goldmont people.
True.
Nah,
So I
they're
think-
fine.
Going back to
Also,
our stealth option,
They're
we should try
fine.
that
Yeah. Also,
first.
okay. But also, we don't know if this is just one specific tribe that's holding this, because if it's just one specific tribe, then the rest won't really care.
Well, if I'm
Well-
not mistaken, the tribes are fairly united. That was the information we had before going through. So
Fairly
even
what?
if it is fairly
If they're
united,
one tribe,
right? Because they have like the whole Tuva is a leader of like majority, right?
Yeah, she's more or less heading the clan in power, which is the Swiftwind clan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it's one clan that is guarding the bridge, then I think that makes things a lot easier.
Okay.
So, I think we sneak through, get our eyes on as much as we can, scout it out a little bit as we pass by, and then we use that information to our advantage once we get into enemy territory. Hopefully run that false flag
So
operation.
the info we did learn is they do have a gate. So no matter how much we sneak, we're still breaking a gate.
No. A brave soul has to exit the vehicle and raise the gate, I guess.
Well,
I'm invisible.
Yeah,
I'll
because
do it.
that's a little less suspicious. Yeah. Yeah, just the gate opens on its own, somehow comes back.
Well,
I
horse
mean, they
can
could
do
be.
multiple things.
I
Yeah.
can't do multiple things. Please don't kill me. Please don't
We
kill me.
can
No,
try
no,
and
you
give them
do
a
it.
reason to open the gate. What's a reason for the orcs to open the gate?
for an attack.
Yeah.
Sudden
Okay,
fire.
well, that's annoying.
Uh,
So I'm
It's just
still
like
after more talking, I'm actually more into the drive-by plan than I was in the like actually trying to kill all the orcs in the tower plan.
Yeah, I'm for the drive-by plan. Get as much information as we can, make a mess as we leave, and go. I honestly, it's too much of an issue for us to be able to handle to save the entire town, and it's also not our job.
I mean,
Not
We,
my
we
fucking
have told
job.
them it is. Yeah, we have told them directly that's not our job. So
we could contact HQ and just ask.
They've
for
asked.
and wait
essentially-
a couple.
Oh no
of
no
weeks
no no
for
no
it.
no 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 no
At best,
not us, for us to like wait there, just like say, hey, we're gonna need this place fortified for when we escape. Is it
There are
possible?
2 other bridges, though.
True.
Once again, it was a couple weeks out to get here.
No. Like what?
also,
Like
I'm not
all-
gonna.
Hip,
I just question teleportation circles. That works with vehicles as well, or is it just biomatter?
You would need a more. It should be with a as long as it fits inside the circle, it should be fine. That's the important bit. Does it
Could
fit
the
inside the circle?
We need a
Viking
big
fit
circle,
in
then.
the circle?
You have to draw a big ass circle.
Okay, new
long
plan.
would that take?
Ours, fucking swim over and just make a large teleportation circle, and then swim back.
Oh, I was
and make
thinking the
another
other
one.
way.
Okay,
But-
Captain Spears, calm down. Just run over there, then run back.
I was thinking the other way around of especially we could judge the reaction because that's a really good I like that plan of we put the return over here for teleportation circle. We do the drive by and everything. We use our fuel to get stuck up in the forest and lost.
Oh wait, yeah.
And then we teleport the entire thing out and then we get to see what the fuck they do.
I mean,
That's a way back.
It's our way
Yeah.
back if we don't want to use a bridge, and it's also we can do it from. Is
How
there a
long is
distance
teleportation,
limit
like
on
10
that?
minutes?
Let's see here. Should be in the book itself. 1 second.
What did you say?
Scroll.
Let's see, teleportation circle.
Or is 1 minute to prepare?
It's only
Probably-
1 minute as well?
Well, probably I would say 10 for the fucking
Yeah,
fit the whole vehicle.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Well,
let's see here.
It's 1 minute to do, like, all the fancy footwork after the circles.
as long as it's between 11 and 20, I can teleport perfectly.
And even if it's the 5 to 10, it's only 1 mile out. We'll probably not be in the river. It's okay.
Probably. Rolls 1.
Really?
Teleports into Orc base.
I mean, if anything, I could set it away from the.
That'd be funny,
river.
too. I'd be in for
You
that.
teleport
is, like,
right
probably-
to right to Huvatuva. Hey, hi, how you doing?
Perfect.
Vehicle lands on top of her. Assassination complete.
Assassination complete.
Mission failed successfully.
Yes.
Yeah. New objective: survive.
New objective: survive.
God damn it! I knew this was the Reach campaign.
No.
They keep
Not
pulling me back in.
But no, I totally. That was a great idea. Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea. I'm actually very willing to do that.
The swimming
Well-
or running through the bridge and then teleporting.
The one that doesn't involve me almost dying trying to swim across the fucking.
Unfordable.
You'll
river,
be
yes.
fine. You're an elf. You'll be fine.
Well, you know, Mega
Yeah,
has,
you're like the
has
chosen
some,
people. You gotta be okay.
Yeah,
Mega has
you're the
some
chosen people.
Mega has some in throwing skills. He can, you know, help you on the way.
Yeah, toss him over the river. That'd be easy. No
Toss me.
problem.
What? I said toss me. It's a big ass river. Do your best. Okay. Splash.
Right. Well, I'm personally okay. Out of character stuff. I'm more inclined to do this kind of like cool stealth mission where we get to do some cool strategy stuff and make more use of the scouting ability of the scouts. If you guys want to go loud and proud through the entire fucking thing, I'm fine with it.
There
I'm
is
just
literally
saying,
there's literally no
I'm-
railroad here. I'm open to literally everything.
Yeah,
I
and
am.
this is
I much prefer doing the stealth mission because
no.
I'm just
I'm
stating my
just saying the start of the stealth mission is loud and proud through a bridge. Then we try to get lost in the forest, and then from there we can stealth, and we have the backup of, hey, take however long, like if things are going kind of bad, and we're like, oh, we probably can't do as much hacking this right now. We can.
Did we ask the townspeople how they would feel about destroying the bridge?
No, you have not.
We have
Maybe
not
they
are
asked
not.
them. We assumed
They are not
a
part
no.
of the
Once
equation.
again,
here.
we're not trying to destroy the bridge. At best, we're destroying the opposing side's gate and maybe a couple bombs at some of the outer towers.
Well, if we're doing the teleport circle
yeah,
back,
why-
then we don't
why
need
would-
the bridge. And
Yeah.
so if there's no bridge, then they can't attack the town. They can't attack the teleport circle. That's what I was
Exactly.
thinking about.
So it's just
I
like
feel like that's a
do we
really
ac-
big poke into the bee's nest to destroy the bridge.
It
I mean-
absolutely is. But
Just
we're going to
one
be
person going
fucking
through.
miles away by then. It's fine.
Until we teleport back while the revenge is happening.
Yeah, but then they'll need to build a whole new
They-
bridge, and that'll
well,
be a while.
the
okay?
the
We just
revenge
gotta
would
get
be
that.
happening when they're trying to find some way to get across the river.
Yeah,
So-
because they can't float
yeah.
across it, and it's going to take a while to build.
Well,
Especially
when they're being
fly.
I-
it's
That's
gonna
from
take
our
a while to get into the forest as well, like a
so
day.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, 30 miles
Once-
per hour,
Hmm.
2 minutes for a mile.
So, once that comes up, ours is gonna stand up and say, "I'll be right back," and go to the town speaker because he's
Wait,
the
fuck,
only
take
one.
me with you. Come on.
Then come on, Aaron.
You have
I
feet.
asked first.
I have to ask for permission, he says.
Okay, so as you guys go try and find the town greeter, he's kind of excited to himself because he's been dealing with very excited townsfolk the entire time. He's like, oh, these fucking people. As he turns around, he goes, oh shit! And you see him kind of like rearrange himself, and he goes, hello, hi, hello again. What can I do for you?
Greetings. We had a question for you.
How do you
Okay,
feel about blowing up the bridge?
what?
If we were to
Nine.
destroy the bridge, would that be more positive or negative for the townsfolk?
So you kind of turn around and look at the bridge and look back and goes, what? Blow it up, why?
Because there are orcs on the other side that are sieging the
Well, yes, but
town
we-
every so often.
But we need this bridge. I mean, it's the
Why
nearest-
do you need this bridge if orcs are controlling the other side?
well, orcs aren't going to control for forever now, are they? I mean, this is the quickest way.
Well, the orcs control the entirety of that area. I'm pretty sure if they wanted to control it forever, they could.
Well, yes, but we were still holding out hope that a larger contingent of auxiliaries would show up and help
Well,
us push
worse-
back.
Worst
I-
comes
but-
to worst,
but I
in the
ar-
future you will be able to build it again.
Hey, Esparto, how you doing? He goes, but that'd be a huge waste. There's no way we can explode the bridge. How do you even
Well,
explode the bridge?
There's this new human technology called C4. It's very interesting to me. It does damage a lot.
Well, can't you
yes.
just take the bridge normally? Why explode the bridge?
We do not
Well,
have the personnel to simply attack the entire enemy orc force, and then you can't keep it afterwards. And we fear that attacking the enemy will provoke retaliation at a much greater level than you're currently facing,
yes,
leading them to storm the bridge and destroy the town.
yes. We are
So
we are
you,
ultimately trying to look out for your well-being. Yeah,
well, our
that is.
well-being requires that bridge to still be here so we can go back home.
You are not using the bridge at all right now.
Yes, we are.
Right now, he does make a fair point. We are going to hopefully destabilize the orc clans. That will lead to, let us say, an invasion of orc territory. It's likely that they will be able to go home eventually, but that process will take months, years. Enough time to build another bridge, surely.
I don't know if we can build another bridge.
Why is it so hard to build another bridge?
I mean, you can always go north.
Have you built bridges? I mean, they're expensive. They take a lot of stone, a lot of work. This bridge has been here for well over 300 years. It's Gull Mount
Well-
Crossing.
Well, that it sounds like that bridge is very well close to
Important. It's
death,
important.
honestly.
No, well, I think he has some say in this, considering, representative of the townsfolk. It's it's their well-being that we're looking out for. To do something directly against their will, maybe not the greatest idea.
I understand that, but at the moment, what are they actually using it for besides waiting until orcs come to storm their town and kill them all?
Waiting until reinforcements come and we storm the orcs.
He goes, yes.
It's
He
a
got
fair argument.
he got a gesture towards Aaron. He goes, exactly. We're just waiting here until more of you show up. That's what we're hoping. I mean, we've held this bridge for 5 years now. There's no reason why we can't hold it for a little bit longer.
Well,
So
I hate to
certainly
play
not
devil's advocate.
certainly not
but
blowing it up.
Yes. I'd hate to play devil's advocate, Ars, but I feel like he has a point. Do you, sir, think that the townspeople could withstand a larger orc force should retaliation occur?
Well, that's the whole point of this bridge. It doesn't matter how large their force are. They're stuck on a little narrow piece of stone that can be easily defended. We have archers, we have spearmen, pikemen. I mean, this isn't our first rodeo. Like I said, we've held this bridge for 5 years. There's a reason why that they're stopped where they are. They couldn't get past our bridges.
Okay. Well, Ars, I believe we should trust the townsfolk. If they believe they
enough.
can hold it, then they can hold it.
Fair enough. Thank you
But-
for providing that information. That was very enlightening.
But I mean, but what is your plan exactly anyway? How are you guys going to get over there? I don't understand that yet.
Oh,
Really?
you that vehicle over there, can go faster than a horse can at full speed. So we were going to take it and we were going to smash through the enemy gates.
Yes.
Just ram right through it?
Ram right
Yes.
through it.
Oh.
Human technology is quite something.
Yes. It's amazing. Also, they have these odd books. Hold on. Ours is gonna reach into his pack and show him a picture of the pamphlet with Rambo. Did you know that they revere these gods of weaponry? It's absolutely fascinating stuff.
He goes, I had no idea.
Yes.
Well,
This one, Riambo, I believe that's
Rambo.
called. Riambo.
Rihanna.
Yes. There are legends of him storming through villages on his own, actually.
Well, I mean, if you think you can ram right through it, I don't see why it's not possible.
Well then, perhaps your townsfolk should be prepared to defend the town should retaliation come. But otherwise, we plan to ram through the enemy forces. Prepare for that. However, how much time you need, we could give you. We have no time limit on our mission.
I believe we can facilitate that. Out of curiosity, what exactly is your plan or mission right now?
Surveying.
It goes deep into enemy territory.
Deep survey.
I see. Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to hold things here just fine. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Well then, ours, if you would like to tell them about their plan with the teleportation circle, I will go inform our friends.
Oh yes. Also, do you happen to have any blood potions or the like? That would be really helpful. I'm about to bleed myself dry here.
I'm afraid we don't really make or have use for those here. I could perhaps try and order you some, but it'll take a few days to get here.
We're in no rush.
Huh?
Aaron walks away to go inform the rest of the team. The rest of Chosen Juan.
Chosen Juan.
Where exactly do you get these deliveries from? Actually,
More or less Harpy Post. It's they get here relatively quickly from up north. There's not a lot of need for them here, so we generally only order them in when we really need them.
so do the harpies come from? Ours will pull out a map and point to this place, Monkrieg or Fandul.
They come more from Onhurst in Chapstow City. That's where most of the alchemists really are that make these things. We don't really have the facilities here to really work up potions and the like.
Alchemists.
You know, the potion boys.
Interesting. I never knew about that. Well, I'm tired of talking to you, and I'm pretty sure you're tired of talking to me. So, we'll
You see his face like withdrawal, like what?
we will reconvene later.
He's like,
Great talking.
well, I'm tired of talking to you, and she's like, oh, okay, and he kind of like looks like mildly offended as you kind of turn and just kind of move on past him. He's like, okay.
Nice guy.
We're gonna blow up your bridge. What? I'm tired of talking to you. Huh? Huh?
We're just going.
It's such main character energy, just talking to the random NPC.
I'm tired of talking to you. Closing NPC window.
Generic reply.
I request
Excuse me?
escape from the conversation.
So, ours is gonna hurry up and catch up to Aaron and say,
Skyrim moment.
I fear these people are going to die soon, but let's have some hope in them, I suppose.
If the word you're looking for is faith.
I'm still very new to that concept. Faith.
Faith.
Faith?
I really wish I visited the way before we left.
Oh well. Surely you're on the way to something.
Well,
So-
early death, more than likely.
So are we blowing this shit up now? As we return.
Unfortunately, we are not blowing up the bridge.
Yet.
That's
However,
good. Those things are expensive.
Yeah, we're just gonna ram straight through.
yeah, we just seem like we're gonna ram straight through. I don't want to immediately draw out this teleportation circle and then we go straight through. I would be useless. So we can stay here for a few days, wait for them to bring provisions, and then we go straight there. Is that agreeable with you all?
Do you find it reasonable?
Gives time for supply to arrive as well. So
Yes. And we won't have to wait for supplies after we go through, which would be very inconvenient, I imagine.
it's a good question, actually. When exactly is the first supply drop? I'll call it scheduled.
It
Did we
won't be
schedule one?
for saying not really on schedule. It's more as when they get it to you. And right now, you guys have not been contacted by your first supply drop, so you guys have no idea.
Okay, well,
Mm.
All we know is we have a bead that helps them find us.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, well, if we don't hear from them within the time it takes for the blood potions to get here, then I think we just go and then we get supply while we're in enemy territory.
Fair enough. Better to give them some time to gather their things on their end, and we can prepare for this dangerous mission more. You're going to die.
Jesus.
We're always going to die. It's fine.
It builds character.
Well, you were a
Also
lot
builds new
more.
characters.
Yeah, you were a lot more against the concept of dying when it came to that woman.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's more of a dead in the back of an alley somewhere. This
I
is
mean-
more of running into a big orc territory, which at least seems cooler. Also, we
cool
were
death.
discussing about that nice session with Yop and Joski, and really, this probably will hurt less.
Yeah.
So while the order for those potions are going out, what do y'all want to do in the meantime?
Well, ours is
Cook.
going to survey the land for a proper space to put down the teleportation circle.
It's more of a where do you want to than where can you, because there's lots of space here. So it all depends on just where you want to put it.
Oh no, it's just I understand it's a where do you want to. It's just more of a this
Definitely
is
more
kind of
north of.
an artistic type of thing. It's just like it doesn't feel right here. Maybe it's over here. Just faffing about until
Yes, the spirits are saying here, draw here.
yeah.
What's your face say?
You do find the perfect place for this particular circle. It's big enough, it's open enough, but it's by like the waste disposal area for the cattle and like all the farm animals. It's more or less a giant compost heap. And you realize, and the smell is a powerful one, but it's definitely the best place to do your thing.
It smells awful.
While I was doing that,
I can't wait for us to have like this slightly off teleportation and end up teleporting into the mound of dung. Let's freaking go.
Just
oh good lord,
Come on.
son of a bitch.
that's what it's gonna be too.
It's going to be so good.
That's probably what's gonna happen. I'll put in fucking
Did you see like a wet
10,
splat?
15
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll put in 10, 15 points HP into the fucking thing and then roll a 1.
It
Or
has
2.
happened before.
But then it just
No.
fails, so we're still safe.
Yes, a 2 or a 3.
Such as it is.
So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he'll start he'll plug his nose and then start drawing it out in the dirt before he actually starts applying blood.
Okay, so it's a bit gross, but you do kind of work your way around it, and you're pretty. Actually, roll me a brain power check.
Great power check.
Brain power check.
Contracts unknown disease.
You've caught dysentery, son of a bitch. Yeah, you're pretty sure it's big enough.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mm,
Oh
Everything's
God, we're going to lose my doghouse.
fine. We're gonna lose my doghouse. No.
And
yeah,
Zephyr happens to just sit on it when we lose it.
y'all would just see ours just like putting his hands up, trying to compare the Viking and the teleportation
From a
circle. It's
distance.
just
It
Looks
doesn't.
about right.
That doesn't exactly spark, like, like good feelings. And you're like, is he not know how big the Viking thing is? You're like, yeah, he's holding a stump. Like, yeah, that's about good enough. You're just like, sir. But yeah, you're pretty sure you have it big enough. I mean, how hard could it be, really?
yes. I've only
Oh,
done
yeah.
this. I've only made a teleportation circle once before, and all of my teammates, except for a few, started throwing up. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's perfectly fine. I know
Oh,
exactly what I'm
yes.
doing.
Lovely. Starts throwing up while driving away.
Yes,
I know exactly what I'm doing.
I know exactly. There's no problems in this at all.
But yeah, you're pretty sure you got it.
Okay. So yeah. Beyond that, I suppose we just wait and rest.
More or less.
I actually have something
Prepare.
I'd like to do.
What's that?
Zephyr, do you have a bottle of wine?
Vodka and heat liquor.
Not wine. Okay. How hard is it to make that?
No religious ceremony for you.
You know that I was doing. To the
You could
townsfolk.
probably
Well,
get wine at the village somewhere.
yeah, that's what I was about to do. I was going to go ask around.
So I mean,
Is there
why?
somewhere that looks like a shop?
Yeah, wine's not hard to find in this village. Just as, even the simple general store has bottles of wine inside of it. Depends on what kind of wine you want, really.
Nothing too
Your
fancy. Cheap as can.
Yeah. There's like just simple like you call it like bozo wine, where like it's not the best grapes, but you'll still get drunk off of it. You know, it's not like, oh, what a fine. It's like, oh, it says a cork in it. Cool. It's like that kind of like fancy wine, where it's like, oh, it's got a glass bottle. It's not out of a fucking cardboard box. Neat. And this
Yeah.
wine costs like 5 copper a bottle.
Okay. Well, would that be suitable for a ceremony or offering to Krinja or
To what?
Krinja?
Have you done an offering to her yet, or no?
No, this would be the first.
I mean, you wouldn't really know any better, so you figure so. Yeah, I mean, this should do it.
Well, I want to do better than figure so. Should I ask someone else?
He will splurge and do 10 copper wine.
Splurges.
Actually, is there any religious building in this village?
Yes, there are shrines and such that you guys can go and visit. Yeah.
I'd love to do so, because
Well-
I would like to figure out how to properly pay homage to a patron.
Okay.
So while you're doing all this, ours is just tilting his head at you and saying, "What are you doing?"
You have the way, I have my own gods.
No, what are you doing?
Getting wine.
Why?
I'm getting crunk.
Yeah, to get drunk. No.
The heat liquor's
For
not
ceremony.
good enough.
Why ceremony?
Just, just for. Well, it's better than nothing, right?
What is this ceremony for?
Hopefully I come home.
What?
Hopefully I come home, I said. Go off to war and come back.
So I don't understand. Yeah, he's just staring at you with just like a blank look on his face. He has no idea what's going on.
Well, I don't know much of what I'm doing either. I'm just giving it a shot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, anyway, so in this town of Belmont, there are 3 major shrines slash churches, not really a church, but like a holy temple building. And the main one is to Rhodos, the god of harvest and farmers. He has by far the largest temple here. And the second one is to Orlur, who is an ancient kind of a primordial god of fire. The other one is to Itis, which is the goddess of peace and order and justice. As you kind of look around for Krinja's temple or slash shrine, it takes you a while, but you finally find her kind of tucked away in the back corner near a large barracks building. And you can tell that this little shrine has been hand built by the soldiers themselves, and it's not nearly as grand or nearly as large as any of the others. It's still a serviceable like shrine type area.
All right.
And I should note that as you're walking up towards the little shrine, there are no bottles of wine or flowers or food or any of the type of offering. Here, there's broken armor, shattered hammers, like splintered spear shafts. They're all broken and torn pieces of armor and weaponry that are kind of piled around this shrine.
I see. Is there anyone nearby?
Oh yeah, you're like the barracks quarter. It's literally littered with soldiers, kind of training or chilling or milling about, playing cards, dice, that kind of thing.
All right. Well, anyone who looks like they might be not difficult, nearest one I'd ask about the shrine.
Well, none of them really seem difficult, but they're all kind of eyeing you because you're wearing the uniform of the auxiliaries, which is what they've heard of it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there is one guy kind of like sitting on a stump chair, kind of kitty corner to the shrine, and as you approach me, he goes, hello, how are you? It's just one of those another valley elf, kind of a plain looking soldier type.
Mm-hmm. Hi there. Doing all right. I noticed the shrine here.
Yeah.
You guys are the faith?
Well, it's hard to find a soldier not in the faith of Krinja. All the civilians here, they're all about Rhodos and farming and such, and despite us asking many, many times, they don't want to temple the Krinja here on their premises, so we've had to make do. And he kind of like gestures his head in a nod towards the little shrine they made. And he goes, are you new to following Krinja, or because you got a bottle of wine there, and that's not really how it works with Krinja.
Well, I was recently intrigued, let's say. So yeah, new.
That's fine. For the most part, Krinja was a bit more powerful back in the day, and she's changed a lot since maybe the books have said, but no wine, no liquor, no food, no honey. She only wants the armor and arms of the dead and the slain, and if you have them on hand, weapons that you've used in combat. Now, I know you're using those newfangled human wands I've heard so much about, so I wouldn't go around leaving that laying around the shrine. We wouldn't touch it, but we don't know what the civilians would do if they saw that just laying around. What I should ask is, what do you have on you that you can part with as part of your battle kit, in a way? Like, do you have any, like, old arms or armor, or like things that have been spent, like arrowheads, broken shafts, that kind of thing?
Well, no arrowheads because the guns, but I believe I have some of Gold's first character, some of his equipment that we took because we immediately ransacked his body.
So
You also have nice
You,
dog tags. on your
you
head.
have the hatchet. You have the hatchet.
I do have a hatchet. That's true as well.
oh, the lone wolf's hatchet.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of the normal ones, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
this is
Yeah,
one of the
normal
normal ones
one.
that won't kill us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's just the ones that got stuck in the body. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one that got
Uh,
stabbed into my back specifically.
So,
Yes.
I wonder
oh,
how that happened.
so it's the one that actually stabbed you, then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So do you want to offer that to the soldier, or do you want to keep that on your person? What do you want to do?
Well, I pull it out. I say to him, "Well, this was planted into my back. Does it work?"
Oh, so you got stabbed with this.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's a pretty good offering, I think. It's a memento of combat and war. Is it yours? Oh, well, I assume it's not yours, but your enemy's, correct?
Correct.
You know, I would reckon that'd be a pretty good offering, actually. So, well, all we do, and all any soldier does, you mark onto the arm or the armor the name of Krinja. All right. I assume you would do it on the wood half there. That'd be just fine.
Yeah,
Place it on
we
the
take a
shrine.
knife.
Yeah. Place it on the shrine there, and just talk to her. You know, don't be holier than thou. Don't be like the Itis worshippers and be all long-winded and boring. Just talk to her. I'm sure she'll listen.
Well, let's give it a shot then. To take a knife out, carve into the haft of the hand axe the name of Krinja. Set it on the shrine.
Mhm.
And I won't kneel down or anything, I guess. I'll just stand and I'll hold on to the ornament on the horn and just say, I hope you can help me come back home after surviving the war.
So
Flag confirmed.
I just say that soldier goes, you may want to be more specific.
1 second, sorry.
The death flag has been planted.
Doghouse gets schwacked. Tokyo Ghoul opening. That's funny.
To be fair, out of all the characters that could have had a god that wanted stuff from dead people from war, his is a good character to have it because he has all of the dog tags still stuck in his horns.
Yeah, well, I have grenade pins. One
Yeah.
dog tag stuck in my horn.
Oh, you only did one? I
Thank
thought
you
we
for
got a
flying
couple.
Gorgon Airlines.
Thanks, Flash.
No,
Man,
I took
your
Blobby.
looting's been weak.
Yeah, I'm not disrespectful of the dead.
Your loot getting weak.
Bro, you gotta get on my level.
Bro, I took Blobby's dog tag and then I just nothing else for my horns other than grenade pins. That's it. Well, I guess the ornament of Krinja.
Nah, y'all were making fun of me for taking that newlyweds that wedding
Yeah,
ring.
that-
And it's
Well,
just
yeah,
like,
that's because it was going to turn you bald. It was going to be hilarious.
I bought a wedding ring. I bought 2 already.
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you gonna use them, huh?
If I survive.
Yeah.
Alright, to go into more specifics, I guess. Well, I hope I don't get killed by 100 fucking orcs or our queen.
Well,
Good
I mean, no one hopes for that. So, as
No.
you kind of go and look up, you see that there's soldiers all kind of there's like 20 soldiers now watching you curiously.
The
And you
fuck
go,
am I gonna shout?
and so this older valley up goes, look, you just gotta talk to her, and be plain. Don't be aloof. You need to speak your fears to Krinja and make sure you're heard and known.
Jeez. Okay. I didn't join the war for myself. I joined for my family and for those back home. I didn't want to go to war, but it was what was best for everyone. I haven't had the worst time. I have not suffered horribly, but I do hope that eventually, after weathering through all this boredness, I'm able to go back home, because that is my greatest fear, to never be able to return to those that I love. But in the meantime, I guess I have an Orc Queen to kill.
So as I say that, you hear like this like brief inhale of air, and the one sitting down, he like looks over to her and he goes, "Did you just say you're going out to kill Hamka Huvatuva?"
Well, you didn't hear it from me.
But I did. You just said it.
Okay, you heard it from me, yes, but don't tell anyone you heard it.
Well, you can't just say that and don't feel a sin. What the hell are you going out there to do? Like,
Well, I just told you what you heard.
well, I know, but like, how the fuck you gonna complete that shit? That's a tall order to fill.
It's a work in progress.
A work in progress.
Well, I mean, we got the mission and it paid well, and there's no time limit. It's just the five of us. So
Do you know like where she is or what's going on with her?
That's part of the mission. We know an area.
I see. Well, just so you know, before something catches you unawares, you're dealing with mostly the crafting clans. Now, we've heard that she's been around here, but if she is gonna be here hiding out, in the Irani Highlands, she's probably down by the little brother, and we reckon that because, well, there's that mountain range to the north where they can't really get past the centaurs, and it allows for easy access on the river channels to go further south to attack, I don't know, anyone really, from the dwarves to the other valley elves. So you may want to try and at least aim your sights towards the little brother. That might be a good place to start, because she wouldn't be around, our side over here. It's too boring. It's not fun. The river's too large. These bridges here are huge choke points, and it's just kind of an issue to get past. So I would say set your sights on the little brother or the dotted lake. That she's probably hanging out around there.
Huh.
Yo,
Well, that's pretty good advice.
Yeah,
we can go through the
macro.
mountain range. That's possible now. It's valid.
Oh, thank you for the advice, and thank you for helping me with the offering.
Yeah, it's no problem, and well, I wish you well. Hopefully you don't get slaughtered while you're out there.
Well, I hope so too. I've got a special someone back home, so.
Gross.
You don't?
No. They're expensive. The whores are a lot cheaper.
You make a good point, but I don't think she'd be happy hearing me say that.
But yeah, so I wish you well. Out of curiosity, how are you guys getting past the bridge?
We're going straight through. The thing that we brought with us, the vehicle, the Viking.
The big wagon thingy, yeah.
Yeah. Should be able to just ram right through.
So your plan is to just run headlong through the gate?
Well, it can survive a few arrows. I don't think they'll do anything, really.
All the guys kind of look to each other, and the guy goes, I wish you well in your endeavors. We'll be watching, out of curiosity, to say the least.
Okay, like, do the orcs have, like, more firepower than sword, spear, and bows? Or...
Not really, but I just want to see you try and ram through the gate. That'd be dope as shit.
Okay, that's fair. If we don't ram through it, then we have these explosives.
If you don't ram through, it's gonna get mighty awkward for you.
A little bit, but yeah, hopefully we put on a good show.
I can almost guarantee you will.
Well, thank you. Thank you again. It's nice talking with you.
Yeah, best of luck to you.
You too.
Okay. Anyone else?
It's going to be really unfortunate for all these villages when the Southern Elves finally sell a tank to the orcs.
Oh God.
Shit.
Well, the moment when Aaron is walking back, ours is gonna just like stare at him and is like, so did you do whatever you're doing?
What the fuck just came out of your mouth?
Did you do?
I don't know what you were doing. You
You
didn't explain anything at all.
I went and I made an offering to a goddess.
Oh, that's what you were doing?
He said,
Yes.
"Oh,
Oh.
oh
And I talked
my."
to some of the soldiers, and well, I got some information actually.
Okay.
This
Table
isn't
the-
even
table-
new to ours. Ours has offered liquor to the way. He
The-
knows all.
He doesn't know that you do that for other gods too.
Well, I didn't give her. I didn't give her wine, or I didn't end up giving her wine. I was going to. I gave her the axe that got sliced into my back in the forest
Huh.
with the huntress. That one.
So different gods don't all want wine then, or liquor?
All different things.
Huh.
I mean,
Oh.
food and beverages is a common offering for many gods, but there are some differences. I mean, back at home, we offered harvest to the god of harvest, so
Rhodos.
Rhodos. I said god of harvest for simplicity's sake.
Well, do you still have that wine?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can have it. I didn't end up using it,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
not too much of a drinker.
So, ours is just like he's gonna take the wine and then he's just gonna like look in the Viking for a cup or something, pour the wine in there, and then he's just gonna sit the wine by the Viking, and then just put it there. He's just gonna wait.
Okay. There's like a canteen cup in the Viking. And
Yeah.
as you kind of sip the wine and wait, you wait and you wait, but nothing really comes to pass and you're waiting.
Am I doing this wrong?
I don't fucking know. I'll follow the way.
You pull up Google how to pray.
I barely follow the way as is. I just want to know how to do it right.
I don't know what to do.
Garn, can I make a roll to figure out how to pay homage to She Who Hides after all this faith talk going on around me?
You can try. Let's see what happens to it.
Brain power, I guess, then.
Sure.
Oh, I know something. I have a great idea.
Play hide and
Yeah.
You know by rumor and things that She Who Hides appreciates those who do know how to conceal themselves and be stealthy in any terrain. And you know that there have been times where followers of hers have tried to play a game with her. And the way they play this game is by taking something shiny. So something silver, gold, steel, something shiny and metal that's loud and clanky. And then hiding it in places and then challenging her to find it.
Mm.
Sorry, my first thought was prison pocket. I'm sorry.
No, not
Don't worry, it was mine as well.
there's no prison person going on here in this particular worship.
Yeah,
What?
well, while you're doing that, Ours is gonna say, "Oh wait, I believe I was at a bar when it happened." So he's gonna walk into the fucking town, go up to our favorite town's caller.
The
You
then
want to
just-
town
talk to
greeter.
him again, I see.
Yes.
So as you walk, he goes, oh, hello again.
Hi, where's your nearest bar?
Nearest bar, like tavern?
Yes, that.
Okay, well, there are a few here in town. So here.
The pub crawl.
They're the most closest one's the gray hair, and he kind of points towards this kind of small side corner tavern kind of down the road. And you can see that while it's busy, it's not like super busy. There are folks kind of going in and out as they please out of this tavern.
Perfect. And then he's just gonna walk away towards the gray hair.
Just turn, walk. He's like, sir, son of a bitch.
So,
Why is he like
yeah.
this?
he's gonna walk in, and if he remembers correctly, he's going to buy a drink. Well, buy 2 drinks. Have one for himself, and then just are there any empty seats?
There are a few, yeah. You looking for a table or a bar stool or?
Bar stool.
Yeah, there are bar stools open.
Yeah, so he's gonna sit in one stool and then just put a drink down in the other by the other bar stool, and then just drink and wait, see if that works, because that's the only thing he remembers.
I remember drinking. You okay, Blobby?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So as you're sitting there kind of sipping and looking around, you finish your shot after just slowly sipping, and you just nothing happens.
Maybe I did it for him.
Praying is hard.
Hmm.
All right, so
At this point, he's just kind of he'll just kind of give up and go back to the town scholar.
Oh,
okay, as you're doing that, Blobby, isn't that your character want to do?
Okay. So what's going on at the moment? Oh my gosh.
More or less, the section is kind of waiting around for an order of blood potions to come in and trying to nail down their exact plan of action. Ars is off trying to find the way. Aaron's was making offerings to Crinja, and we'll get to Twisty and Zephyr here in a second.
Let's see. What time is it at the moment?
It's getting around the evening time.
Let's say I'll fly up. Like, do I pass? How far is the orcs anyways from the village?
From the village in the hard point on their side of the bridge, the orcs, their side of the bridge is about 600, 700 yards away. This is a very long, large bridge that spans this even larger river.
I see.
Big boy.
I'm tempted to scout ahead, but I prefer not to get shot down, so.
It builds character.
More like get
Yeah, new
captured.
characters.
What? You have Arrow Dodger, and it's actually arrows this. It'll be
Oh,
perfect.
do you actually have Arrow Dodger?
Yeah,
This time.
basically.
Oh.
Good
boy.
dodge arrow, get shot. Motherfucker.
Well, the question I have is, are you just gonna do this without telling anybody?
Of course
That's
not.
also a good question. Yeah.
Of course I'm going to tell the party, but like, can I perhaps scout ahead by any chance?
I mean, you can, yeah. It's just how do you want to scout's the question.
No. Who are you asking this? Because mind you, ours is not by the thing. I believe Aaron, Zephyr, and
Yeah,
Q are.
everyone's like,
So
I just returned to where the Viking was currently parked.
yeah, so you have those three to ask. Who would you ask in this situation?
oh my gosh, that's hard.
Well, we have the brains and the cunning.
Well, I'm going to have to fix that later since I have to basically get back to my old.
No. He was saying you have either the smart one or the cunning one. That's the
Who
people
are you
that
gonna
you're.
ask?
Yeah,
I'm the
those are
smart
your
one, by the way.
choices.
I'd like
Yeah.
like to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm only cunning here.
I
Yes.
think. Who is the smart one?
Zephyr and
Aaron.
Aaron.
Zephyr and Aaron are the smart ones, and then
Oh my gosh, I'm so
You.
sleepy.
I have
Just
my
been talking. I have
shiny
not slept at all.
It's fine. I'm the talker. I just talk.
you're
Yeah.
something, that's for sure. The main
Yeah.
character mostly.
Main character syndrome.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I'm just gonna. I'm like. I'm just gonna walk up to Aaron. Like. By any chance, should I maybe scout ahead or no?
I'm like a scout who actually scouts. Let's inform the team.
I suppose so. My gosh. I suppose so. Okay.
We'll say that, just for the sake of brevity and before Blob falls asleep, as you kind of go up and kind of do your scouting run, you're more or less you're a Raven Harpy, so you have advantage when flying at night. So go ahead and give me give me a stealth roll plus your cunning with advantage as you kind of fly up and are sticking towards the darker parts of the sky.
Oh boy, let me go see if I can actually access Foundry.
If anything, I can roll for you. Just give me the values.
+3.
All right. Doop-doo.
What else? What else do you need?
Cunning.
So cunning
Cunning
and then
is
your
that.
stealth.
I mean, like, if I'm using my old character sheet for Nymph, that's in. I still have to fix that so, since my new one's pretty much destroyed.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, it's an 8+3.
Okay.
Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold. It's freaking 40
With
degrees.
advantage, doesn't it? Right.
30 degrees, and you're
Yep.
saying that's cold? Pussy.
Okay.
I'm not used to the cold, so yeah.
So Blobby, as you're up, kind of flying around, you kind of catch a headwind, and you're able to kind of float and kind of angle your wings, where you kind of float and hover right above where this large stone gatehouse is. And as you're hovering there, you see that there is something that shouldn't be there. You see the wagons and the orcs and the campfires milling around. You see the barricades. But you see something that doesn't belong. Now, what you can do is you can kind of try and figure it out from here or try and fly in a little closer. It's up to you.
What was the two options?
Either kind of try and figure it out with a high DC, perception roll or try and fly in closer to get a better eye up on it.
I'd say I'll try to figure that out with a high perception roll.
Okay, so go ahead and
Or
score
not to
this.
get done by an AC turret.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me perception if you have it, plus your brain power.
Something that is
That is
supposed to
a
be
plus
there.
7.
Okay.
Plus 7.
It's
Plus
a brim
7.
touched. Who knew?
I have
Not
2
again.
perception.
Not again.
2
It's an
perception,
arrow.
5 brain power.
Gotcha. 1 second
Hanging out
here.
on the other side of the gate. A full tank. Holding
Yeah.
it closed. Because they don't know how to drive it, so they use it as a doorstop.
So as you're kind of flying down, or not flying, as you're trying to kind of hover in there, you see that something down there is kind of covered by a billowing camo net. Like you see how the wind's kind of catching the camo weave, making it kind of flutter up and down on some kind of square-shaped object.
That's not good.
That's rather odd.
Yes.
Are you gonna go dive down to take a closer look?
Do I
Or just tell
see...
us that.
Okay, but... Do I see perhaps any orcs around?
Oh yeah, there are
Or anywhere near?
there are orcs fucking everywhere, dude.
Oh, gosh darn it.
They are thick as ticks on a dog, dude. They are everywhere.
I mean, you have the cover of night, so you should be able to get in closer.
There's that phrase, should.
Or you can just come back and give us that information.
Yeah,
It's
true.
enough.
Yeah.
Coward.
Which holds an undetermined value.
I really do not
Look,
want
I don't know if he has a third character.
I have
backed
my
up,
thoughts.
so, like,
Listen, I have my thoughts, but I can't tell them to him, considering, you know, he's in the sky.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, are you kidding me?
I mean,
Mm.
what you gonna do?
How close can I get without getting noticed by the orcs?
Well,
Who
it's hard to
knows?
say because you are a Raven Harpy and you are very stealthy simply off the bat. Give me a brain
Yeah.
power. Well, what's your brain power?
5.
I'll roll for you. You are pretty sure you can get down a little bit closer and kind of stick to the shadowy bits, kind of stay out of the setting sunlight, and it shouldn't be too difficult for you.
Oh gosh. I guess I'll just hide to the shadowy bits for the moment to get a closer look at that box thing.
Okay. So as you kind of come down a bit, we'll do another roll here in a second. I'm currently creating your battle map just in case.
Oh, how wonderful.
Okay, so
Funeral.
you're plus 11 with advantage. There we go.
Oh, you're fine.
So you see kind of a part of the roof where you can land. You kind of like come down and stick to this roof. And it's kind of on the opposite side of the setting sun, so you're kind of covered in shadow. And as you kind of slowly creep forward, you can see laterally just where this cabinet is, and you see that you can recognize what wheels are, and where you can tell like where these doors and it's kind of like jutting top part where a turret might be. You're pretty safely assuming that this is some kind of modern combat vehicle.
Oh god.
But you can't quite tell which one. The outline is not familiar to you.
But it is on wheels, yes?
Yes, it's on
Correct.
wheels.
Well, that's not suspicious whatsoever.
It's wheelie on wheels.
That's not bueno.
It's on Humvee.
Not a Humvee. So his character would know what a Humvee looks like, and this is not a Humvee.
Oh god, that's even more terrifying.
No, the Humvee's probably.
Yeah, but the information we have, it has a turret of a kind.
Mhm.
It's square-like.
Well,
on
that's the
wheels.
information that he has.
He has, yeah. We don't have it
Not
yet.
us.
Yeah.
Mm.
And now I can get to do a roll. Doop 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 doo.
Please
Would-
do not
Get out of there. Reaction run.
Ooh.
I know, that's why.
Ooh, that was close.
So Blobby, as you're kind of like leaning over trying to get eyes on this vehicle, you hear the strain of someone very slowly pulling back a bowstring.
Run.
This one.
Run. Do, 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 do.
I'm like, oh shit.
So this guy, this thing, it is so more or less he's thinking something is there. He can't tell what it is, but he's like pulling back on his, kind of groaning as he pulls back on his bowstring. And Blobby, you can hear the string being pulled taut, so you know someone's pulling back on you. What do?
I retreat further into the shadows to get away, and hopefully get away at least.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the shoot now. What's your AC?
Oh, dodge.
AC.
Like your base AC with armor and such.
Oh well. Base AC, that is still an 8, so.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So even with +5 for the shadows, you'd be at 13. So so here, as this arrow is launched towards you, you kind of give me a cunning save.
Well, can't he use his arrow dodger ability to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not in the air.
In a moment. So
I can,
what is
Okay,
your
no.
cunning?
Oh,
Cun-
he's not in there.
cunning,
Yeah.
that's a +8.
+8. So on that one for a second. So as the arrow is let loose, you kind of click your head to the side, and you can tell where the arrow is coming from. So you're currently at 15 AP. It's 2 AP to pull off an arrow dodger.
That's.
Fly, you fool.
Look, get out of there.
Yeah, do it and fly
That's
away.
why. Yeah, I'm going to use the arrow dodger and fly away immediately.
Okay, so I need you to roll me 1d8.
He's not in the.
I can't do it, you know.
He doesn't have a computer.
All right, so someone roll 1d8 for Blobby, so it's at least fair. Four. Okay. So doo-ba-doo.
Please do not.
All right.
Let's not miss.
11 minus 4. 1 second here. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So you're able to twist. And you see the arrow fly right past where your heart would be, and it kind of skips right across your rib cage, and it kind of floods in the distance. You've been cut by the arrowhead, but you managed to turn and dodge most of the damage. You have some slight bleeding, not much, but now you're airborne, and there's no arrow stuck inside you. So, what do you do now?
I immediately go back to the base to
Okay.
report what I found.
All right. So basically, you're doing a beeline, right towards base.
Yes.
So you hear orcs yelling behind you, and
Ah,
so
Yeah.
your AC is now
12
flying.
at the.
Yeah, so you're 12.
Yes, 12.
12 plus 5. You're now 8. You're now AC 20 because you're flying at night time as a raven. You're just hauling ass. You're AC 20 now. So they're gonna do a few attacks at you. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
1.
F you.
That's a hit. 2.
Oh,
3.
Miss.
okay.
Miss.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
5. 6. 7.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh.
2 attack.
So
Two.
it's you feel the arrows coming after you. So go ahead and roll me. Someone roll 2 d8s for Blobby. So 1 d8 for the first hit, and another d8 for the second hit.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay, 5 for the first one, and a 2 for the second one. Okay, 1 second here.
Oh, crap.
All right, so 1d8 plus 4. Do. So you're reducing 5 on the first one, which is good.
Oh,
So
right, it reduces-
so you only take 4 damage for the first one. So kind of like kind of flies by your shoulder and kind of nicks your shoulder as you're twisting and whirling through the air, trying to dance out of the way of these arrow shafts. The second
Roll a one.
one, that's
roll a
wrong.
one. Roll a one.
1d8
one.
plus 4.
Roll a
Don't
one.
jinx it.
8.
Ugh,
Does 12 damage.
that
So
is the
does 10.
exact opposite.
So
But,
what's your current HP, Blobby?
My current
14.
HP.
Did you say it was
Go
14?
No.
No.
I think someone was joking with him. So that's
My
10,
HP at the moment is a 31.
31.
31.
Okay. So you should be good then.
good. I don't know. Alive? Yeah.
Yeah.
21
Yeah.
damage taken.
Yeah. So these arrows are kind of slicing past you, kind of cutting into your flesh. But you're managing to kind of whirl and dodge out of the way, make sure they don't stick inside you. So you're bloody and you're injured, but you're able to get away before they're able to stick even more. So after a few minutes of like heavy flying, you're hauling ass. You see your end of the bridge and you see where your vehicle is. The rest of you see the Raven Harpy making a beeline right towards you. And you see that he's streaming blood in the air from multiple arrow wounds.
The mission went well, I assume.
Go
Definitely.
and shove it. Well, is ours back yet?
Yeah, I would have came back by now.
Okay, then go and shove a tourniquet into your freaking hands. Get going. You're the best one for medical here.
You do have advantage on that. We know that now.
I suppose. Do you really want me to do anything medical with a harpy
You all get
at the last time?
flashbacks to Ars like cutting that
Yeah.
harpy open.
Lightning
knows
only
what
strikes
not
Are you
to do
once.
sure
now,
you
it's
want
fine.
this?
I'm just trying to help
Knows what not to do.
We
Lightning
need to
only
figure out if
strikes-
this is a trend or not, so yes.
Man, that hurt way more than
I
usual.
suppose. Ricky, get over here.
Go
Ricky?
to him.
Ricky?
I'm bleeding. What the
Who
fuck?
the fuck?
No, no.
Hey, Ricky.
Okay,
Go.
Hey, yo,
I'm
Ricky.
saying I'm like
Zephyr
Lee
starts
trying to-
pushing ours towards freaking dying person.
has he actually landed yet? I'm telling him to
Yes.
land over here.
He's here.
Oh, okay. Then I would walk over to. I didn't know he was actually landed.
Yeah,
that
he's
was
landed
that was
here
my mistake.
bleeding out, and you said, "Come over here."
That was my mistake.
Oh
my
my
bad.
God.
So ours would walk over to him and say, "Now, I've done this before, and
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 what's with the dead silence?
And he knows
Let
what
me-
not to do
let-
now.
let
Do
me-
your,
let me-
do your
let me-
job.
let
To
me
be
just
fair, you
yeah."
didn't actually have proper medical equipment last time you started waving
Yeah,
your
that's
hands
true
with
as well.
magic.
Yeah.
We have a proper
so-
tourniquet this time.
Yeah, but I'm not actually going to continue that sentence. I'm just going to start healing him. And
Okay,
what do I need to roll to patch him up?
so using what, like an IFAC or whatever?
Yeah, tourniquet.
Okay.
Remove bleed.
Well, a tourniquet wouldn't do much. It's for like heavy bleeding when you use a tourniquet. This is more like a bandages, sewing kit. That kind
Oh,
of
okay. I
stuff.
thought it was heavy bleeding because you said he was like spraying blood down as he
Yeah,
flew.
so
Well,
that's why I was just like, oh god.
Yeah, if it requires a tourniquet, it'd be like heavy bleeding. I'll let you guys know when a tourniquet would be applied. This is more like
Okay,
stop the bleeding, stitch it up, that
go
kind of
put
stuff.
that back in my inventory.
Yeah. So
I'll,
for this,
I'll
you
pull out my IFAC.
okay. So this would be healing physical. So that would be scrolly. Where the fuck?
1d4.
Hold on. I'm having a stroke. Where is it? Hold on. Was it?
Wait, there's a,
Like, or AFAC.
Oh, medical physical. Okay, wrong word. So it'd be medical physical plus your moxie or brain power. I would assume brain
Oh,
power.
No, he's got good moxie.
I'm the Moxie boy.
Well, Moxie is when you're trying to calm someone down while healing them. Is
True.
yeah. So so Moxie's more like stop panicking or going to shock, or you're trying to keep them calm as you're trying to fix them. He's more or less well in mind. So
Maybe you are the best safer at the healing.
I mean, I still have advantage to this, so let me just go ahead and
You
roll
really
this
want these guys to
again.
panic.
Yeah,
I
it's still
really
pretty
want to
good.
panic.
15.
Okay.
Zephyr's
So-
too busy heating off the
So
oil
do you have
in the
any
back.
points of medical physical?
I mean, like, I can help him.
I don't.
if-
I don't have any points of medical physical.
I
No,
thought you did.
no. I
See,
had points
it's funny
in
because
healing.
he has points in medical physical,
Are
but
you-
we're trying to heal our medic.
Are you using an IFAC or an AFAC?
Fuck, I forgot the
okay.
difference.
IFAC is
Tell
1d4,
us, medic, how
AFAC
do
is
we heal you?
1d6.
You have both.
Oh, yeah. So, since I have both, let me just use an AFAC.
Okay, so roll 1d6.
Yes.
Well, you get
He did-
you get 1 HP back, Blobby, and it more or less stopped like you're bleeding. So there's something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
after I actually stop the bleeding, I'm gonna actually use my blood magic to actually heal him properly.
Ours has like
because-
the worst luck with fucking healing people. I'm gonna try and
I
fix you,
was
slice your
surprised.
artery. I've made a mistake.
Basically.
It was a lot of checks. I don't blame him too much.
Well,
I
it's
am
more
so
about-
sorry.
It's the more about the message that we're making sure he's not bleeding. Because if anything, he will go out and have a nice big rest and everything.
Okay, so
Big
so
slip.
now I'm gonna actually use my actual healing skills.
Okay.
1d10 plus 2.
We'll say for the sake of brevity,
Hey.
after yeah, so he was good to go after this. We'll say with that roll, he's all healed up just for the sake of brevity. Okay, so Blobby has information for you.
Yes.
So,
He does.
Ephesus, did you find anything?
Yes.
Um,
What did you find out, Rookie?
Really
Rookie.
bad news, apparently.
Good,
Mhm.
good.
And let's just say they have a modern equipment.
Modern.
And when they
Go
as
on.
And when they say
in-
modern, as in a modern vehicle.
Is it on wheels?
Yes.
Tracks? Okay.
It's on wheels, I think.
Is it blocking the door?
No, it's not blocking the door.
is
So Blobby is kind of off by like the camp area and all that.
Mm.
We can blow up one vehicle. That's not too hard.
How did the vehicle?
Did you see any others or just the one?
That's the one that I saw while scouting, and I couldn't really know what it was because it was covered by camo.
Because I
And
don't
by
think
the
they'll know.
wait.
Even
they
if
had
I did-
camo. Wait, the
Yes.
orcs have camo too?
Yes.
Come on. What, did they simply camouflage it with leaves and such, or did they have some form of net? What?
The
What was
stuff-
it, Gert? Was it actual camo or
It was a camo
foliage?
net.
Camo net. It was a
Yeah,
camo
yeah.
net.
Okay.
Did it have
So
any?
They do have
Other
some
mouth
semblance
equipment's
of
coming all the way
have
out
any-
modern
north.
equipment.
Did it have any
Let's start
turrets or
talking
anything
about
like that?
What?
Did the object have any turrets or anything like that? Any offensive capabilities?
Did I perhaps see something sticking out or look like a gun mold?
The only really thing you saw was the turret itself. You couldn't really tell a barrel or anything. The camo net was really hard to tell things under it.
Yeah. I couldn't
has
really
the off-
tell much, but there was a turret as far as I know.
Hmm.
Well, that is annoying.
Can I roll modern knowledge to figure this out?
I'll let you roll. The DC's insanely high, but I'll let you roll for it.
Roll is 20. Bet you won't.
Yeah, I'll try modern knowledge and brain power.
Yeah. So use your brain power. Time to overclock my mental CPU.
Oh,
22 though.
So, from what it sounds like, it's some kind of wheeled, maybe security vehicle or a wheeled combat vehicle with some kind of turret. And you know that these turrets could be anything from a simple 50 cal turret to a 20 millimeter Bushmaster turret, but you won't really know what exactly it is until you see it for yourself. But you can
Biggest
tell.
concern.
But I have some ideas in mind what it could be.
Yeah, and there are a lot of vehicles
Any of
that can fit the description,
Description.
and they're all fucking horrifying to you because they all hurt a lot.
This
Yes,
news
but did
doesn't
they
sound
all
that
hurt
good.
through fight?
The Viking could possibly withstand some 50 cal, Mark 19. It could not withstand 20 millimeter Bushmaster. No way.
Yeah, but okay. The biggest concern is we know that Southern Elves are selling their weapons all the way up to the north here. They're not just keeping it
Well,
together with the main.
you don't really know who gave them this vehicle. All you know is that they have a vehicle from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know that for
okay,
sure.
Staffer's making the assumption of Southern Elves because he knows
Oh,
that
okay.
they're selling.
Oh, I see.
weapons.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cappy.
Yeah.
So
that-
with this news, I would assume that going through the bridge is no longer a go.
Well,
I don't
if
think
it's
that's true. I
just
think that
one
makes it more
vehicle,
pressing.
Yeah, if it's just one vehicle, we can still, if it's not blocking the gate, then we can still drive through the gate. And then all we have to do is send some explosives towards their vehicle. The
Yes,
big
but
gamble on that,
Yes, but
the
the only
question,
gamble there is whether or not they know what explosives are. Because that will change how they react to it.
yes,
that's
and
not the
if-
only gamble. The biggest gamble is we have to send someone to actually set the explosives properly.
Well, how many grenades do we have?
A few.
A grenade
So we
won't.
need to hit the vehicle, and if we don't hit the vehicle, it will follow us.
A grenade won't
Yeah.
do it.
But we can also send like an entire belt chamber towards its engine block from our turret.
Well, if it has wheels, I would recommend.
Oh, hey, Icky, how you
Or
doing?
yeah, even just
Area
shoot the
attack the
wheels,
wheel.
but
Thanks for the
they'll
raid,
probably
bud.
still drive on broken wheels, so they'll attempt. They'll be slower at least.
Yes, but
Yeah.
slower.
I don't think they care too much about the upkeep.
How up are you for a stealth mission?
Who did you ask?
Oh, sorry.
You?
Q? Me?
Yes.
He's the stealthiest boy, it's true. Well, I mean Raven, but
How
also
good are you at swimming?
more like his
Uh,
cast visibility.
You
I
stole
am
the Ark of
not
the Covenant
good at
in the Lost
swimming.
Ark memo.
But you are a scout, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
so are you.
Ours,
I
so
know
are
I
you.
am. I know I am.
Did you
Yes.
Are you willing
get
to
turned
do
to
a stealth
liquid like
mission with me?
Nazis, or is that a whole different thing that
I need
happened?
more details than.
They,
do you want to do a
they've kind of
mission?
figured out what to do, Iggy.
Well-
They found out that the Gold Mountain Crossing
Instead
orcs
of
have a vehicle.
hoping that we can
Nah, I chose
destroy
wisely.
this
That's good to
vehicle
hear.
while we're charging through, why don't we try to deal with the vehicle now, and then later when we're charging through, we won't have to deal with the vehicle anymore.
Here's the question.
And
Are you going to
how?
make a long detonation cord, or are we taking a crash course
Artillerist.
on
Yeah.
You can do a blasting
teaching
cap,
you how
and
to
then
use
Well,
Interesting. Be an
explosive.
artillerist.
honestly, I don't really see the point in doing either when we can just set off a charge, and then as soon as that charge goes off, we use the teleportation circle.
Yes, but us making this charge
Yeah.
is the problem here.
Is
Unless
it-
you want to bring
How much
Aaron
knowledge-
with us as well.
Is it? You can make the charge before we set it, before we go off and set it, right, Aaron?
I mean, yeah, I can just give you a C4 charge. Anyone can really set it off. I'm just like better at it.
Yes. Yes. So I see no issues with
Okay,
that.
I will agree to this mission if you carry the explosives.
The live explosives, yeah.
Sure. That's fine.
And you keep some distance away from me.
Well, if you don't want to be under the cover of my magic, then sure, that's fine.
Well, I will be on the edge of your magics.
Napalm, huh? That's
I will, I will
special.
remain a safe distance.
I'm
Okay.
like tempted to just say, but like,
So y'all's plan is to infiltrate on foot then?
Yes.
enter
Okay.
on foot and sit in the sky. Okay, then.
I have just a battle map in mind. Okay, so next
Oh,
so next game we're having an infiltration game, eh? I like it.
I
Yes.
like it too.
I like it a
Yes.
lot. All right. So I will have that map ready to go. And who's all going on the mission? Everyone? Some of you?
Only
Oh.
the two, it sounds like.
Looks like ours
I-
and Q, though support will be provided.
I'll
Yes.
I'll support them from the sky.
Ours
from
wants
the
a new
sky.
character confirmed.
Surveillance
No.
facility.
No, I just want to do an infiltration mission. We have not been able to do an infiltration mission this
Yeah,
whole time.
I just don't think
want
this is
to.
the best point for it, but go for
I don't
it.
think it's bad. I mean,
Um,
disabling enemy
Are you guys going in at night, I assume?
Yes.
for that Raven bonus.
Copy. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, we're going real soon. The fact that... Okay, so the HP will still be seen on B. Okay.
Are you guys
I
going
mean,
in
if
that
anything-
night?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
While they're still looking for people. Perfect.
well, if we're still waiting for the teleportation to go off, and I'm gonna need all the blood potions. We would probably wait a few days then.
Why do you need all these blood potions for one teleportation of 2 people? It costs 5
Because I'm literally scamming these people for more blood potions.
Is that,
That is
was
all
that
I'm
your goal
doing.
here?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
that's the reason you're
that is
making us stay
literally-
here, and it's really stupid.
I thought it was just so like, hey, we need to ration our resources. No, you're just trying to scam these people.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is.
Wow.
Well,
God,
You're
I
even
need
evil.
some
What a team leader you
incendiary.
are.
I need
Why
some
aren't I the leader?
explosion bullets.
Why aren't
Why
I the
aren't
leader?
you the leader? Why
Yeah.
aren't you the leader?
That's a good
You were-
question.
That is a good question. Why
Because you
isn't
can't
he the
speak to
leader?
the real leader, Maroon. That's the
That's
only
fair.
reason.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Where is he,
true.
by the way?
No, but
He
seriously
does have
though,
a good reason.
Where's-
I do think
where's
it's
my-
better to make sure that we actually have supplies before we actually charge through.
Mm-hmm.
Nonsense.
Because
Yeah, nonsense. It's fine.
no, no, because the one thing that I'm like really afraid of is that yes, we get through, but as soon as we get through, we're just gonna be constantly on a running mission, and people are gonna constantly be following behind us. And it's better to have those supplies just in case we need to get out of Dodge quicker. That's my thought process. If that
I'm a
makes sense.
giant walking health potion at this point. So,
Yeah, we could just eat some of your cooking.
well, yeah, it's that, and I have 56 HP, and heal only costs 1. So,
But yeah, I just want to make sure that we actually have extra and not need it when we're in need of it, if that makes sense.
All right. So looks like we have some infiltration next game, which is gonna be fun. I like when people try to be sneaky. So we're going to have half the party go off, eh?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
with external
Interesting.
support, backup at the ready, hopefully,
Okay.
given adequate communication.
Yeah, and chat just saw the map you'll be going on, so it's gonna be interesting.
All right,
Mm.
I look forward to that.
All right,
So
so
it's gonna be fun.
not bad. Mostly get a big RP session today, which is fine. But don't worry, you guys will get your blood shed soon enough.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so I will see you guys next Monday at night at 19:30 CST.
Yeah.
No, good.
All
Not
right.
too long, I'll be able to dig a hole again.
We'll
Ugh.
see.
Oh yeah.
Now, just real quick before we head out, how do y'all plan on crossing the river?
Magic most likely.
They're
don't know.
going with invisibility, I believe.
Yeah, using invisibility to and under the cover of night,
Across the bridge.
sneak
I-
across the bridge.
I'm sure that will work just fine.
With a live
I mean,
explosive.
we'll alter it if we need to, but that's the immediate plan.
Right. All
Zephyr
right.
would never say it, but he could just walk under the bridge.
No
Can't
raid
you
today, Flash.
Oh my god!
Can't Zephyr just,
You're
Spider-Man across with a
Spider-Man.
tree?
Well,
Spider-Man.
yeah, if that's the case, wait, hold on.
No,
How
Zephyr
strong?
would never say it. You got
So this bridge is more or less a almost 600-yard long bridge made of stone. So technically, Zephyr could just skitter, scatter, spider, get at her along the bottom of the fucking bridge if
Yeah,
he
he
wanted
could.
to.
I've had the.
I'm gonna find some way for
Because-
my character to
be-
realize that.
be-
I'm gonna
be-
find some way.
Because I
Yes,
guarantee you, I have not thought of that yet.
Yeah, preferably
no one but
before
him
we
did.
go off on this mission, because
Nope. You
I
guys are
can
going right
guarantee-
away. You already
no.
said.
no, we
No,
were
we were
going to
waiting
wait
till
a few
nightfall.
days. We're waiting for.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
actually
that's right,
waiting
you're
a few days. For
Oh.
the
We're
for the
scamming you.
scamming health potions. Yes.
You don't like that
Zephyr
Scamming
guy,
our
do you?
teammate into working.
Oh no,
I find
actually
talking to you
enjoyed
tiresome. Goodbye.
I actually enjoyed talking to him, but it's just
How else is he supposed to end a
it's just a bit.
conversation?
It was honestly just a bit.
All right. I will see you guys next Monday, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep,
ho-
yep.
I hope you're feeling better.
I
next week too,
guarantee once the opening salvos go off, I'll be feeling a lot better.
though. Oh god.
Alright, wonderful. Wait.
I'll see you guys later.
All
Yep,
right,
see ya.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I will see you guys here on Friday at 19:30 CST for Alpha Team. And until I see you that time, stay safe out there and stay comfy. Oh, my back's killing me. I'm gonna go get a shower.